Hi everyone, my name is Tanya, and I wanted to do a little video to share how I found that I have Hodgkin's lymphoma, and as I found other videos on YouTube that were helpful to me to know somebody else is going through the same thing. So at end of February in 2017, I noticed my neck was a little sore, like I was getting flu. So I was just examining my neck, and I found there right above my collarbone. On one side, it was a little bit more, not as soft, like I didn't really feel a lump, but I noticed it was a little bit different. So I decided to go check it out. I scheduled an appointment, and I had my doctor, look at my neck. At first, he didn't find anything, and I told him, no, it's like right where the bone is. So he, checked again, and he's like, yeah, there is something different. Let's get it, checked out. He scheduled an ultrasound. I had an ultrasound done within like a day. And he said it's on my lymph node, that my lymph node is inflamed, that they needed to get a CT scan done. So I got this CT scan done within like a couple of days, and it did show that I had multiple lymph nodes inflamed in my neck area on my right side, and also the CT scan showed that there were more going down like in my chest area. So the doctor called me, and he said that there is one that's around 2 to 3 centimeters big, one of the lymph nodes, and all the other ones around it are inflamed, and I need to get another CT scan done of my body to see if there's anything else and where it's going down. So like the next day I had another CT scan done, and it showed that I had more lymph nodes inflamed along my chest area, like around where your lungs are, not in the lungs, but like around in the chest area. And also there was a couple inflamed in my spleen. So the next step was to get a biopsy in my neck. So they scheduled that in. I went in, and the doctor, I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor, and they couldn't get the biopsy with the needle because it was so close to my arteries and veins around that he's like, no, I don't feel comfortable. Let's schedule you for surgery, and under general anesthesia we'll cut out maybe a few lymph nodes. That way we'll know for sure, because sometimes when they take it with the needle they don't get enough of the tissue to determine if there is something serious or not. So I agreed, had surgery done under general anesthesia, which was kind of scary. Never had surgery before. I don't know if you can see my scar here. It's been 4 weeks now. After I had that done, that was hard. My results did not come in until a week later. So for the entire week we were waiting for my results, and then on Monday he called me and he said, yeah, what we were suspecting, that it is a lymphoma, and it's Hodgkin's lymphoma. So of course, that was a big shock to me. Did lots of research, Hodgkin versus non-Hodgkin's, and Hodgkin's lymphoma it's a pretty rare disease. I think it's about 8,000 new cases a year, and Hodgkin's is about 28,000 a year. But Hodgkin's is a little bit more treatable than non-Hodgkin's, and all the doctors there were like, don't worry about it, it's very treatable. Like 90%, people get cured from it. It is 12 sessions of chemotherapy that he was going to schedule for me. I also had to do a lot of like other tests, lung tests, to see how my lungs act and how my heart is. Had to have a PET scan done of the entire body, where they injected some dye in me to see exactly where the lymph nodes are. And being, a 31-year-old with 2 kids is pretty scary. And going through everything, it's just so much information. It's been a little over a month now, and I already had all these tests done. I had to had another surgery done. It was under a conscious anesthesia, so it's kind of kind of sleepy. I was kind of know what's going on. They had to put a port in. So basically it's like this little titanium, like a, I don't know, like a little cup where they put under your skin, and then you can see, looks like a vein. It's going into my vein, going down where they inject the chemo through, so it doesn't actually go through the vein like in the arm, because that destroys your vein. So I'm actually glad I got that done, because even them taking blood out of my veins was not good. So I had that surgery done, and then about 3 days later I had my first chemo. Today is the 10th day after my chemo, and I was afraid what kind of symptoms I'm gonna have, and I did have a little bit of nausea after eating some food, but it was like it came and then it just went away. It wasn't too bad. I did have some muscle pain, like you would have like when you go work out at the gym, like in my neck area and my arms, like different parts of the body just ached a little bit, like you would have like a muscle strain. I was a little bit tired on I think the 3rd, 4th, and 5th day. That's where the symptoms kind of were. But I did my routine thing. The one thing that did bother me is headaches. I don't usually have headaches, but I had headaches. I had to take a Tylenol one of the days, and I had some heartburn from it after I ate some food. And I'm trying to eat healthy. I do green shakes, I do juices every day, to kind of keep my body with vitamins while I am on chemo. I'm gonna have my second chemo on like in 4 days. So every 2 weeks I have chemotherapy, and my first chemo was March 28, 2017, and I calculate I'm supposed to have mine last 12th, end of August of this year. So 1 down, 11 more to go. Haven't lost any hair yet, day 10. So hopefully I'll do more videos and update to see, how I'm feeling after each chemo, what's going on, if I'm losing hair or not. I did go out, check out some wigs. I had long hair, so I cut my hair short. And then the wig that I'm getting, I want to get kind of the same style as my hair right now. So that's about it. If you want to know any questions, you can write down comments below. I try to answer them.